Hi guys, my name is Reagan. I am your personal trainer and I am going to go through our dynamic warm-up. So we never ever skip a warm-up, but this is just so you have a visual for whenever I send you a workout plan and I write just dynamic. This is what you should be doing to get your body ready before we get into a lift or any kind of movement. Okay, so you're going to always start off with 3 to 5 minutes of some light cardio, so nothing that completely depletes you. A lot of times we start off on the bike together, but this could be a walk, this could be a jog, it could be a stair stepper, something to just get our blood flowing through our body before we get into our lift. Okay, so starting off with that, whatever you want it to be. If you don't have a lot of equipment, just walking around outside, it could even be some jumping jacks if you're in a really small amount of space. Okay, so doing 2 minutes of jumping jacks in whatever capacity that you need, just making sure that we're getting our heart rate going, getting the blood flowing before we get into anything else. Then we are going to go into our dynamic stretch. So 2 types of stretches. There is dynamic, which is when we're moving our body and we're stretching. And we typically do that at the beginning of a workout. And then there's static stretching, which is what we typically do at the end of the workout. And that's when we're sitting on the ground, touching our toes, that kind of thing. Okay? So for the beginning, we're going to do our dynamic warm-up. So you are going to start, I'm going to show you from a side angle. You're going to start with our teeter-totters or kickbacks. You're going to have your foot planted. You're going to kick all the way back and then come up. Take 2 steps, foot planted, kick back, come all the way up. Some people like to have their feet on or their hands on the ground too to get a nice touch with that. It's really up to whatever you need, okay? 10 on each side. Then we are going to do our Frankensteins or our toe touches, whatever you want to call them. We're going to kick up and then come through. Take 2 steps, kick up, come through, and so forth, okay? Getting those hamstrings nice and ready. Then we are going to do a lunge with a thoracic twist. So I'm going to lunge down and twist to the opposite side. Okay, so lunging, and then I'm twisting on whatever leg is up. Lunging, and then thoracic twist. Okay, on the way back, we are going to do a lateral lunge, and then we're going to flip it around and lunge on the other side. Flip it around, lunge on the other side. Okay. On the way back, we're going to do a figure 4. So crossing our foot over, and then you're just going to squat into that pose, and we're going to open up our hips with that. So take 2 steps, squat into our pose, take 2 steps, squat into our pose, let those hips all the way open up. Then we're going to do some quad pulls. So grabbing our foot, really pressing our knee into the ground, take 2 steps, grab our foot, press our knee into the ground. Okay, then we're going to do our scoop. So toe up to the sky, my back is staying straight, my glutes are coming down, and I'm going to scoop all the way up, opening up those hamstrings again. Foot up to the sky, scoop all the way down, and so forth. Foot up to the sky, scoop down, so forth. And then we are going to do a hip extension. So you're going to squat all the way down, knees on the ground. We're going to push into the ground, really extending through that back hip. Then you're going to press up, lunge all the way down, foot against the ground or knee against the ground, and then pushing through that front hip. Alrighty, so that's the lower body mobility or dynamic warm up. Then we're going to get into our upper body. So we're going to do 10 little arm circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 10. 10 medium, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 10, and 10 large. 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10. Then we're going to immediately reverse it. 10 small, 10 medium, and 10 large. Okay, and finishing it out with 10 to 12 Cuban presses. So I'm going to row, flip, press overhead, back down. Row, flip, press overhead, and back down, okay? So that should get everything firing through our body and get us ready before we go into our lift. So happy warm-up. I will see you guys soon, and thank you as always.